Hey guys, I'm SKV and you're watching SKV Plays On, and welcome to another video of Dauntless. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you like it a bit more, please do subscribe to the channel. And without further ado, let me get straight to the point. This video is about the Twin Suns and the Twin Suns repeaters build that I'm using. This is my Twin Suns repeaters build, and I have two builds. One is for people like me who kinda want the lifesteal ability all the time and not have to worry about the health. And for those of you who are really pro at the particular Twin Suns or any repeaters, you guys can use this particular build. I'll put both the builds in the description. I'll put the links for you guys to check out the build. But before that, those of you who don't know how to get these exotic repeaters, you have to make sure you do the trials for 4 weeks, which means each week the trials are going to reset and you'll be able to earn 300 steel marks per week. You have to get a total of 1000 steel marks in order to be able to buy these particular Twin Suns repeaters, and you need 300 steel marks per week, which means 4 weeks you have to do this. Also, I'll be showing off how the Twin Suns kinda work, because it is kind of an exotic weapon, and you guys will see the gameplay also while checking out this build I have for it. I'm kinda doing both the build and also whatever I've understood about the Twin Suns as a repeater and the special skills that it has, so you guys can check it out. Of course, I'm gonna be using my build where I use the Iceborne, Rage and Wild Frenzy, which are my three most favorite skills right now and kinda keep me going most of the time without having to worry about potions. But you should know, if you're using any potions, these are the ones that I'm using. Blitz Tonic in case you want the attack speed buff. Bulwark and Frenzy Tonic mainly for defense and offense. Other than that, you already have the default health. This particular build is for those of you who kinda don't have to worry about your health and are really good at dodging attacks and avoiding getting hit. You can use the Predator build. So yeah, this is the build. Of course, this build has more of an advantage for attack speed because it has Conduit +6 and also Wild Frenzy at +6, while it's using Shrike Lantern, which gives extra 15% of attack speed. So yeah, okay, first things first, this is the one. I'll explain why I have this particular build. First of all, Predator, that gives you 35% of an attack buff or damage buff, unless you get hit, that is. So this is mainly for those guys who are really good at dodging and can avoid hits. Otherwise, you have to wait for 15 seconds to get back the 35% damage buff. And also the fact that it has +6 Aetheric Attunement and Aetheric Frenzy, you have the ability to kinda keep charging your lantern quickly and get ready to activate it with the 15% attack speed, which kinda increases the fire rate of the weapon. And also because of the helmet and the arm pieces, it helps the Conduit to be at +6, which gives another 15% attack speed. It used to be 25, they nerfed it by 10%. Like I said, update 1.0.2 kinda nerfed a lot of attack speed skills in the game, and 5 to 10% of the attack speeds had been decreased for most of the skills that provided attack speed in the game. Now, coming back to this particular build, it uses Predator as the main damage buff and everything else for the attack speed. Wild Frenzy gets activated at 50% health, so if in case your health goes down to 50% and you have the skill to maintain it at 50%, then you can try and keep both Predator also active, your Wild Frenzy also active, and you can get Aetheric Attunement to get Conduit and also the Shrike Lantern to give you attack speed. This is my thinking of this build, but I use this particular build where I have the Aetheric Attunement, I have the Wild Frenzy. I do not have the Conduit though, but what I have is Discipline, Rage and Iceborne instead, where Iceborne kinda gives me 30% attack resistance from the behemoth, and Rage kinda gets activated at 50% health, And Wild Frenzy also gets activated at 50% health. And the reason why I'm so confident about it is because of the Discipline Cell, which you get again from the Lady Luck store for around 150 steel marks. This Discipline Cell kinda keeps my health at 50% constantly, and it doesn't let my health go above the 50% limit. So what happens is my Wild Frenzy is active all the time, Rage is active, and also Iceborne is active. Iceborne also provides me with 8% lifesteal, so that kind of keeps me alive for a longer time. The more I attack, the more lifesteal I have, and my health is always at 50%. Now coming to the rest of the skills, Aetheric Attunement and Aetheric Frenzy is what is going to help me charge my Lantern. And the only things that are giving me attack speed right now is the Lantern 15% attack speed, and also Wild Frenzy attack speed, which is 20% plus 15. I have only 35% attack speed, and I have to keep all these things active. That's why I'm using Discipline Cells, which kinda keeps my 3 skills active at 50% health. Now then, let's get to the main part of the game, which is the gameplay, where I'm gonna go up against a Rage Tail Heroic, because this one does a lot of physical attacks with the tail slams, with the stomping, and also the mowing the lawn kind of a skill or move it has, or move set it has. And of course, once it gets into rage mode, it kinda slams its tail way too many times, and also has a skill to create ground quakes or shock waves that also kinda I have to dodge. And of course, this is also kinda gonna be like a simple tutorial for Twin Suns, where I'm gonna show why the Twin Suns is kinda fun, and the main reason why it is fun. The main reason, I should say, is because of the 3 ways of dodging that it kind of provides you. You can dodge by pressing spacebar, which makes you roll and dodge. You can dodge by pressing right click or the heavy attack button, which will make you dash. But along with dashing, you'll see that it has a cooldown time. And you can see on the top left there's a blue color bar, and if you dash while equipping the weapon, it has a cooldown time, as you can see. Once it's filled up, that's when you can dash again in any direction you point. And also you should know, for the Twin Suns, you cannot change any of the barrels, chambers, grips and prisms, since it's an exotic weapon. But you can change the mods, and the mod I'm using here is Extraction Catalyst. Mainly because Extraction Catalyst reduces the cooldown time. If you can dodge through the behemoth's attacks, you get like a 2-second reduction for the cooldown time, which kinda increases the cooldown time. And not increases the cooldown time, it increases the charge of that blue color bar on the top left. So it's easier to kinda get ready for another dodge. Now then, other than that, you should also know that clicking on the heavy attack, holding the heavy attack and clicking on the light attack during a behemoth's attack makes you dodge through the behemoth's attack, and it has an animation where the character spins in midair and also fires the pistols. Automatically it fires the pistols if you do it correctly, and also it auto aims at the behemoth, so you don't have to point at the behemoth, it'll do the work on its own. Now then, I'll show you what I can do with it. Ready? That's a normal dodge, and you saw what I could do. See that? See that? Dodge through the attack. You have to press heavy attack plus the light attack to do that. See? And of course, the special ability of this particular weapon is the grenade launchers. Once the yellow bar is filled up, you can launch grenades and you can make it explode. That's the special. Right now the yellow bar is not filled up. Oh my god, I got hit. Once it's filled up, you can use the grenade launchers. And you can see Aetheric Attunement kind of fills up my lantern pretty quickly. So I have and my yellow bar is filled up. I can use the grenade launchers on the face and then make it explode. Look at that. Look at the amount of damage this thing can do. Like I said, because of that extraction catalyst mod, it gives you more of a cooldown advantage. And using the grenade launchers again. Uh-oh. The tree was in the way. No! I got killed. Oh, I had to reload at that time, huh? And I think you can only do those type of dodging with physical attacks. I don't know if you can do it with the particular and you can only do those dodges if the blue color bar is filled up, so keep that in mind. Those type of dodges, you can only do it if the blue color bar is filled up. And done. But yeah, that's my attack speed build and also the particular damage build for this particular Twin Suns. I took 5 minutes, of course, because I wasted enough time to explain it. Usually I take around 4 minutes and 30 seconds around that time, or you could probably time the video as soon as I started shooting at the behemoth. You can time it from there and you can see how much time I usually take to finish off a behemoth. Oh, and again, this is a Rage Tail Gnasher, so the time kind of depends on which build you're using. The other build without the Iceborne and without the Discipline and all, which has the Conduit, that one kind of does more damage because of the Predator skill, but that's probably for the repeater users who are really good at it. Anyways, that's about it for this particular video, and thank you so much for watching. And as always, you guys keep smiling, and please do check the link in the description. I'll put both the builds, and that's about it for this video. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully you guys kind of maybe want to use the build. If not, you can kind of modify it to anything you want, and if you got any ideas from this build, I'll be glad. But anyways, that's about it. Again, thank you so much for watching, and as always, a sayonara, a tata, a see you, and a bye bye. I'm done with this video. See ya.